It's that time of year for tourists to flock to Arizona with big events like the Waste Management Phoenix Open, the NCAA Final Four basketball tournament, and spring training baseball expected to attract a lot of folks. How many folks and how much are they likely to spend? We asked Kim Sable. She's president and CEO of the Arizona Tourism and Lodging Association. Kim, always a pleasure. Good to have you here. Before we get to the wherefores, what is the state of tourism right now in Arizona?
Well, first, Ted, thank you so much for the opportunity to talk about what I think is the greatest industry on earth. The state of the tourism industry is fantastic. 2023, we saw our best numbers on record, and we're very optimistic going into 2024.
Fully recovered from COVID?
Our numbers bear that out, yes. 2023, our numbers were higher than 2019 pre-pandemic.
Did COVID change much, anything at all, in the way tourism is looked at and approached here in Arizona?
Goodness, I think the pandemic impacted every sector, every industry. Where we were hit the most was in our workforce. I say that we were hit first and we were hit worst as an industry. We lost upwards of 50% of our workforce at the height of the pandemic. But we've been working really hard to get that workforce back. And last time I was here, thank you so much. You gave me the opportunity to talk about an industry hub that we created, azhospitalitycareers.com.
And how's that working?
It's fantastic. It's really helping connect job seekers with the job creators. And if you're looking for a job, look to tourism. We've got plenty of great jobs from entry level all the way up. Great career trajectory there.
Let's talk about the average tourist. Who is the average tourist? Where are they coming from? How long do they stay? How much do they spend? Give us a demographic breakdown here.
So that's a very complicated question because I don't know if there is a typical tourist. Arizona sees the leisure travelers, we see business travelers, we see travelers coming for sports tourism. So we see a lot of different demographics. A lot of our visitors are international in nature. Our number one visitation market is Mexico, followed by Canada. And now is that season where we're going to see a lot of our international visitors, especially from Canada, come down for our warm weather.
As far as where they spend the money on, obviously you got your Sedonas and your Grand Canyon and these sorts of things. Anything else out there that maybe we wouldn't expect?
Absolutely. We've got things throughout the state, and we are the statewide voice of advocacy and education for the industry. We've got everything from skiing to golf. In the south, we've got wineries, all sorts of attractions. Obviously, the Grand Canyon, our national wonder, is right here. So we've really got something for everybody. And
we mentioned the sporting events. I mean, so many sporting. The NCAA Final Four, that's a very big deal. I don't think people quite realize how big a deal. Does that help with not having a Super Bowl?
Oh, absolutely. We last had the NCAA Final Four in 2017, and that was a more than $300 million economic impact. The Super Bowl, however, last year was a $1.3 billion impact.
Smokes.
But you know what? We are blessed here because year-round we have many mega events, if you will. They're not even many. We just are wrapping up Barrett-Jackson. We're heading into the WM Phoenix Open, and then on the heels of that, we'll go right into Cactus League spring training.
How does the schematic change when a place so close as Las Vegas does have a Super Bowl? A little bit of competition there. How do you handle that competition?
There is indeed competition, and I think that's why it's so important that we increase and elevate our voice of advocacy and really encourage us as a state, as a community, as policymakers to consider investing in this. When you're looking at investing in an area, you want to look at what's giving you the most return. And I would say the return on investment in tourism is fantastic. There was a study that Jim Rounds did not too long ago that showed that for every dollar invested in tourism marketing, it yields a $20 return.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
But again, with the Super Bowl up so close, right there at the border here, how are you emphasizing the Grand Canyon? Are you emphasizing Northern Arizona in particular? How does that work?
Ted, I think it's a great opportunity. We court them just to drive over. That's a drive market for us. So following the Super Bowl, come over and check out all that we have to offer. The Grand Canyon's right there.
There you go. All right. As far as the Phoenix Open, the Waste Management, That's still a biggie, obviously. Is it getting to be too big a biggie? I mean, at what point do people say, I'm not going anymore? Like Yogi Berra says, no one goes in there anymore because it's too crowded.
Well, I haven't heard that. I just hear more people saying, are you going and how do I get tickets? Every year it's getting bigger and bigger. And I think the Thunderbirds are doing a phenomenal job of adding additional venues, opportunities, and it's a great event to attend.
Hotel space in the state, Valley in particular, but around the state. How are we looking?
We're looking great. And as a matter of fact, Metro Phoenix saw a record number of new builds in 2023. So we're building more and more hotels to accommodate all of our increased visitation.
As far as you mentioned, kind of referred to this earlier, touch on it at least, lawmakers, policymakers, people understanding the importance of tourism. That can be a tough fight at times. Are people getting a better sense of that, or do they still need a couple of reminders here and there?
I think that we're doing a great job always educating on the importance, but we're never going to stop. I think that there's always an opportunity to tell the story more and more and really shine a light on the fact that this industry is the front door to economic development. When CEOs and companies are thinking about expanding or relocating, they visit first.
Yeah, and last question, is tourism in Arizona taken for granted?
Oftentimes, I hate to say it, but I think that sometimes happens. But again, that's why we're here, the AZLTA, to be the voice of advocacy, constantly telling the story of the economic impact that this industry has. Economic impact and one of the largest job creators in the state.
So we all be patient when someone with an out-of-state license plate is cutting us off in traffic. And
absolutely.
Just remember the bucks.
That's right. We welcome them.
Yeah. Okay, Kim, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Ted.